Typhoon and her beloved daughter, Ivy, extended their warm greetings, hoping for a peaceful new day for everyone watching. Her heart swelled with gratitude for the well wishes pouring in. Though Typhoon bualoi had just swept through, a sense of quiet relief settled over their home, nestled on higher ground, spared from the immediate devastation. It was a stark contrast to the widespread chaos engulfing many communities, a bitter reminder of nature's unpredictable power. The storm, like many that frequently battered this region of Southeast Asia, had brought with it a familiar dread, paralyzing daily life and testing the resilience of its people. Yet, in the immediate aftermath, a fragile hope emerged with the breaking dawn. Today, the sky had cleared, a brilliant sun piercing through the lingering clouds, drying the saturated earth. The incessant rain had finally ceased, leaving behind a profound silence punctuated only by distant echoes of receding floodwaters. Typhoon wondered, with a growing impatience, if the waters had begun to withdraw from the lower-lying areas. Her thoughts immediately turned to Mr. Hai, a trusted acquaintance. A quick call was in order. "Hello, is that you? Are you at home or at work today?" she asked, her voice laced with a gentle urgency. David, her partner, the CEO, had already been out. He had gone to check on the brand warehouse and his mother's place, assessing the flood situation firsthand. The weight of responsibility on his shoulders, balancing family safety with business continuity, was palpable. "I still don't know if the water has receded much today," Typhoon admitted, gazing out at the world outside their gate, now bathed in sunlight. "It has cleared up beautifully. I'm so impatient, but Ivy is still sleeping soundly at home, so I haven't gone out to listen for news." She busied herself with some light housework, a small act of normalcy in a time of uncertainty. David had reassured her, "Yes, you just stay home with Ivy. Don't worry about me. My brand warehouse is empty. I've already transported all of my mother's rice and beans to higher ground." His foresight, a testament to years of experience in a region prone to such calamities, had been critical. He had understood the early warnings, the documents from the hydroelectric plant detailing flood releases, and acted swiftly, mobilizing workers to safeguard their most vulnerable assets. This proactive measure prevented significant losses that many other small businesses might have faced. "Don't worry," he had reiterated, a tender command. "Yes, but I'm still impatient," Typhoon confessed, her maternal instinct soaring with her inherent desire to contribute and understand the unfolding situation. "Yesterday, I also went to the rice warehouse, and oh, the tiger outside was flooded. The water had returned, so I didn't have time to call you." This tiger, a local colloquialism for a low-lying, often flood-prone area, served as a stark indicator of the water's pervasive reach. "Has the water receded much yet?" she inquired. "It has receded," came the reply, "but only a little." This slow pace of withdrawal was frustrating, a bottleneck created by the sheer volume of water downstream and the inability of natural drainage systems to cope. Such situations, often exacerbated by rapid urbanization and altered riverbeds, meant prolonged periods of inundation, deepening the economic and psychological toll on residents. "If anything happens," David had insisted, "just stay home with Ivy." Indeed, the area outside was still extensively flooded, making any movement beyond their immediate vicinity impossible for Typhoon. "What are you doing?" "Just keep working," David had urged, sensing her restlessness. "If I don't get busy, my phone will run out of battery." The power outage, which had plunged their home into darkness since last night, was a major concern. "There's probably no need for a power outage for much longer. You just keep working, because you have work at the store. Just take care of it. My mother and I are still at home. You don't need to come here. Don't rush back," Typhoon replied, trying to alleviate his stress, even as her own mounted. The night had been restless for Ivy, too. "Ivy, it was so hot at night, I couldn't sleep," Typhoon recounted, her voice softening with maternal affection. "This morning I woke up late. Luckily the weather wasn't too hot." A small blessing in the discomfort. They were fortunate, their family raised chickens, and they had a vegetable garden, providing a precious measure of self-sufficiency. "We have enough food for the two of us," she assured herself and David. With the sun now beating down, Typhoon hoped, with this weather, the water will probably recede quickly. The traditional rhythm of life in their village, deeply intertwined with nature's bounty and challenges, meant that such self-reliance was not just a convenience but a vital survival strategy. In rural Vietnam, many families maintained small plots, chickens, and fish ponds, buffers against market instability and, crucially, against the disruptions of natural disasters like Typhoon bualoi. This emphasis on local food sources reflected a deeply ingrained cultural value of independence and resourcefulness, passed down through generations. Later that morning, Ju San's mother approached her. "What are you doing, Mom?" Ju San asked, the honorific mom used affectionately, as it often is in Vietnamese culture even between adults. "I'm listening to the news to see if the water has receded yet," her mother replied, mirroring Ju San's anxiety. "I'll probably go out and see how it is now. I heard people say the water is receding. I also want to go out to see how the water is. If it recedes, I'll clean up the shop too." The shop, a small family business, represented a significant portion of their livelihood, and its well-being was a shared concern. "Mom is very anxious," Ju San observed, sensing the underlying worry in her mother's voice. "I heard that the water is receding, but it's receding very slowly. I'm so anxious, so I'll probably have to go out for a bit." The slow withdrawal of water was a collective frustration, tying up resources and delaying recovery efforts across the community. "Mom, just stay home and let me go out and see how the situation is," Ju San insisted, her determination overriding her initial impatience. "I'll call the power. If the water recedes, I'll have everyone transport the goods so I can go get the power." The phone, which had been unreliable due to the power outage, was now working intermittently. "The phone has stopped now. I'm sitting at home, my stomach is so full. Mom, stay home and rest. Yesterday I was tired from cleaning. Anyway, the beans and rice have been moved to a safe place. Don't worry, don't be afraid of the photo." Her mother's words were meant to comfort, to ground Ju San in the secure reality of what they had managed to protect. The collective memory of past floods, of homes submerged and livelihoods lost, haunted everyone, making cautious optimism a necessity. "Mom, I just want to go out for a bit to see. I'm not doing anything at home. I'm impatient," Ju San confessed, the inactivity gnawing at her. "Now I don't know what to do. Why is the water going down so slowly this time? Usually, when the hydroelectric plant is closed, the water goes down right away, but there's a lot of water at the bottom, so it's stuck." She voiced a common complaint, reflecting the local understanding of the complex interaction between natural waterways and man-made infrastructure. The slow drainage was indeed due to the immense volume of water struggling to find its path to the sea, compounded by downstream blockages and possibly saturated soil. "It will probably take a few more days for it to drain completely," her mother speculated. "Mom, okay, I'll go out and see how it is. When I'm done, if there's anything, I'll call you right away." Then, a sudden realization struck Ju San, a flicker of forgotten worry surfacing amidst the immediate concerns. "Oh, I'm dead. And what about my grapefruit project, Mom? I forgot." Her tone shifted from anxiety to a sharp dread. Her mother, equally concerned, quickly asked, "Have you harvested it all yet?" The grapefruit project was no mere sideline. It was a significant agricultural endeavor, likely intended for export, a venture that represented substantial investment and future income. Vietnam's agricultural sector, a cornerstone of its economy, relies heavily on exports, with fruits like grapefruit gaining increasing popularity in international markets. A natural disaster of this magnitude could devastate an entire harvest, jeopardizing contracts and farmer livelihoods. "I'm also so impatient," Ju San admitted, the weight of this new concern pressing down on her. "The other day, Toan also sent someone to harvest it, but we haven't harvested it all yet. I don't know if those gardens will be affected much this time. I haven't gone to see if the water recedes right away, because I'm afraid that if it takes too long, it will fall." The fear was that prolonged submersion would cause the fruit to rot or fall prematurely, rendering it unsellable. "I'm also afraid that if it takes too long like this, it will be lost, and it also affects the design. Tomorrow or the day after tomorrow, I will go see it in person to see how it is, or else I won't be able to order them in time." The urgency was clear. Meeting the harvest schedule was crucial for fulfilling their orders. "If it's due to this natural disaster, they won't rush the order," her mother offered, hoping for understanding from their trade partners. "They will probably understand, but I hope that the gardens I have deposited for will not be affected so that it can be delivered in time for our order." The global supply chain, though often seen as robust, reveals its fragility in such moments, where a local calamity can ripple through international markets. The reputation of Vietnamese agricultural exporters hinges on their ability to deliver quality produce reliably, even in the face of environmental challenges. "There is Ms. Hong's garden. I find it very worrying because her garden is in a low place," Ju San shared, her voice tinged with deep concern for a fellow farmer. "This time her garden was definitely flooded, but I don't know how much more there will be after this wave," Jisan lamented. Now that the natural disaster has happened, I have to accept it. If I can go pick, if the water recedes, I will go graft the gardens first. This stoicism, a common trait among those living at nature's mercy, allowed for acceptance while simultaneously spurring proactive efforts towards recovery. David, meanwhile, was consumed by worries of his own, extending beyond his businesses. How are Jisan and her mother? He asked someone on the phone, his voice heavy with concern. I'm lucky that our old house is high. The water doesn't flood up to my mother, so it won't affect anything. His immediate thoughts were not for his property, but for the safety and well-being of his loved ones. Mom, I'm worried about her and her mother. Just worry about her and her mother, David insisted, a rare vulnerability in his CEO demeanor. It's windy there. Yes, that place, I feel like the water is coming too. He had called her earlier, and Jisan had confirmed that she and Ivy were safe at home. Mom, just tell her to call and ask, David urged, wishing for constant updates. But the electricity is out, so the phone signal is gone. I can't call her, I'm so worried. The communication blackout, a common side effect of widespread power failures, amplified anxieties, isolating families from each other. Such disruptions highlight the digital divide, where access to basic communication can become a lifeline during crises. Yes, the phone signal is very unstable now. Sometimes it's there and sometimes it's not, David acknowledged, reflecting the regional challenges in maintaining infrastructure during severe weather. Yesterday I called her twice but it didn't work, so she repackaged the electricity for me. They've cut off the electricity for the past few days. He knew Jisan was also worried about his store. I'm afraid it's flooded, she had told him. She had even offered to go out and help with the cleanup, but David firmly reminded her, there's no one to look after Ivy. Her primary responsibility, as a mother, was to remain with their child. She also asked about the store where my mother was. David recounted, and I also said that everything was cleaned up and ready, and even if it flooded, it wouldn't be affected. I told her to rest assured and stay home to look after Ivy. There's no time for rain and wind like this, don't leave the baby alone. His words were a blend of practical instruction and profound tenderness, his gaze fixed on the uncertain horizon. I just told her to rest assured and not to worry about us and our child. Right now, just focus on taking care of her and her child first, not about you. David's priorities were clear, family above all else, especially in the precarious aftermath of a typhoon. His leadership extended beyond the boardroom. It was now about safeguarding his family and community, embodying the traditional values of care and protection that underpin Vietnamese society. With a flood like this, I can't go to the market, Jisan had conveyed, expressing another practical challenge. So I'll see. When you go over there, stop by to buy me some food and give Ivy some milk. The local markets, the vibrant hubs of daily life and commerce, were undoubtedly submerged or inaccessible, cutting off essential supplies. The market has been flooded like this for the past few days, so there probably won't be anything, David mused, recognizing the logistical nightmare. When you go over, remember to buy me some food. Yes, I'll probably buy some instant noodles and some milk. These simple staples, easily transportable and non-perishable, were crucial for sustaining them until normalcy returned. This small act of procurement, seemingly trivial, was a profound demonstration of David's enduring care for his family, ensuring their comfort and sustenance amidst the chaos. His thoughts then turned to friends. Oh, Mom, I heard Toan's house is also near the flooded area. I don't know if it will affect anything. Community ties run deep, and in times of crisis, concern naturally extends to neighbors and friends. Toan's house is only slightly flooded, Mom. A little bit of flooding is called flooding. The ground alone doesn't affect much, so today I still went out to help my child to see how the store is. Toan, like David, was likely taking proactive steps to protect his assets and assist others, embodying the collective spirit of resilience. David had witnessed the sheer scale of the devastation. Mom, I saw that on the other side of the bridge, they flooded a lot, many houses flooded, even the roofs. The images were grim, painting a picture of widespread destruction far beyond their immediate vicinity. Probably in a day or two, when my work is done, I also bought some necessities to go over there to help the people there. His plans were not just for his own, but for the wider community. Mom, if I go, tell your mother to come with me. Yes, I will see how the situation is. The commitment to communal support, where individuals rally to assist those most affected, is a cornerstone of Vietnamese cultural identity, especially in rural areas where interdependent relationships are essential for survival and recovery. Yes, I heard that the flood there is very heavy. The crops there are almost all gone. The agricultural losses would be staggering, impacting not just individual families but the regional economy as a whole. Now I'm going out to buy some things. Go to Yu San's place. Yes, remember to buy things for Yu San. After that, tell her not to worry. I also put away all the goods and bought them. Give Yu San some things. David's resolve was firm, his protective instincts unwavering. He was not just a businessman or a community leader, he was, first and foremost, a devoted partner and father, ensuring his family's safety and well-being even as the world around them struggled to recover from nature's relentless assault. His actions spoke volumes, demonstrating a profound sense of responsibility and love, proving that even amidst the largest logistical challenges, the smallest acts of care held the most significance. The recurrence of such devastating floods weighed heavily on Yu San's heart. Oh my, it's the same time last year, there was also a flood, but last year the water still came down quickly. This year, it's been too long, she lamented, a weary sigh escaping her lips. The frustration was palpable, echoing the collective anxiety of a community perpetually caught in the cycle of destruction and recovery. I'm anxious, I don't know when our people will stop suffering. The slow receding of waters meant prolonged disruption to daily life, to farming, to commerce. We can't go harvest. The agricultural calendar, so critical for their livelihoods, was thrown into disarray. Taking advantage of the quiet moment before Ivy awoke, Yu San decided, I'll go clean up some grass. Even small tasks offered a semblance of control and productivity amidst the overwhelming uncertainty. The cultural connection to the land meant that farming was not just a job but a way of life, and any disruption to it deeply affected their spirit and well-being. The next morning, the household slowly stirred to life. Get up. It's late. Let's go have breakfast, Yu San gently urged Ivy, who was still groggy from a restless night. Oh my, let's go. Yesterday, the power went out. Can't sleep well, wake up, get up, eat breakfast, wake up, eat eggs. The power outage had been particularly challenging, making the simple act of sleeping comfortably a luxury. Oh my god, go brush your teeth, wash your face, okay, go brush your teeth, wash your face. Oh my god, where's your paint? Yu San's voice, though a little tired, was filled with the loving patience of a mother. Remember, Mom finished tying your hair, Mom will go get some paint for you. The trivial details of a child's morning routine, the desire for a colorful hair tie, provided a poignant contrast to the ongoing crisis outside their door. Where's the paint? Come on, tie your hair neatly, then change your clothes, then let's eat breakfast, eat eggs for breakfast. Mom boiled eggs for you, they're delicious, Yu San coaxed, hoping to entice Ivy with her favorite food. Oh my favorite dish, I love you so much. Today I have another day off from school. The teacher told Mom that today is a day off, but Grandpa hasn't come home yet, but the teacher said let's have a day off. The closure of school, a measure to ensure children's safety during the floods, underscored the lingering disruption. Are you awake yet? Poor me, yesterday the power went out. It was hot. This morning I took the opportunity to sleep a little bit. Yu San's gentle laments for Ivy's discomfort highlighted her deep maternal bond, a universal theme of protection and care. Oh my love, clothes, give it to me. Oh my pants, where are the pants? Go down to the kitchen to eat breakfast, eat, let me go down to the kitchen and wait for Mom, okay? Let me fold the blanket I brought to wash yesterday. I slept in a sweat, baby. The small details of their morning, from folding blankets to searching for clothes, painted a vivid picture of their domestic life, resiliently carrying on. Mom peeled the eggs from our chicken coop, here they are, Mom peeled them for you to eat. The water hasn't receded yet, so Mom can't go to the market to we breakfast. The two of us at home can eat whatever we have for now, here it is. You peel it yourself, okay, Mom, help me, okay, let's try a piece, sit here, turn around, come peel. Ivy, ever eager to assert her independence, wanted to peel her own egg. Yu San guided her tiny hands, fostering a sense of capability in her young daughter. Here peel, Mom, let's see, peel it out, that's right, there it is, eat here, Mom, this fruit, baby, that fruit, come on, Mom, eat it, come on, Mom, peel it again, yeah, Here, let mom peel it for you.
Hey,
Click,
Siri.
click, clack,
Please play a
clack.
Chinese folk
Right,
song.
let's see who eats faster. Is it good? Baby, you eat all that fruit. You eat that fruit. Baby, eat it like mom. No need to run. We're so tired. The two of us. The simple act of sharing
Em, chào cô
breakfast,
chú.
a small moment of joy amidst the lingering challenges, reinforced their bond and resilience. The eggs from their backyard chickens were not just food, they were a symbol of self-sufficiency and the enduring connection to their land. Just then, David called, his voice a mix of concern and determination. How is your feed company? Is it flooded? He asked, shifting his focus to business. Well, the water also flooded in, but it wasn't too high, Mom, he reported, a sigh of relief evident. But before that day, there was a document from the hydroelectric plant to release the flood, so I also sent people to move all the bran to another safe place. So the bran didn't get wet and the mud floor could be cleaned up. His strategic foresight had paid off, minimizing damage and preventing significant financial setbacks. This preemptive action was a classic example of effective disaster preparedness, critical for small and medium-sized enterprises in vulnerable regions. David continued, inquiring about other ventures. So how is Trang's spa? Trang, another family member, managed a spa, a different type of business susceptible to flood damage. I texted Trang, and Trang said that there was about 20 kilos of water left, so it also flooded in. Luckily, it didn't flood in, so I didn't have to clean it up. It was good that it wasn't flooded. The spa had also narrowly escaped major damage, another small victory. Beyond business, David also had personal matters on his mind. As for my job, the thing that my parents told me to talk to the adults about, he began, referring to a traditional family discussion, likely about marriage or future plans, a testament to how life's important milestones continue amidst upheaval. Now that the flood has come, I'll take the initiative to talk to the family there. This decision to move forward, even during a crisis, underscored a deep cultural belief in persistence and the continuity of life. Yes, when the flood is over, my parents will come up, he said, confirming the family's plans. Yes, let me tell Trang to tell her mom and brother. He then inquired about his own parents. Oh, where did Dad go? Mom and Dad went to help the neighbors. And our family was quiet, so Dad went to help the neighbors clean up. This communal spirit, where families extend help to those around them, is deeply ingrained in Vietnamese culture, especially in rural communities. It reflects a mutual support system vital for collective recovery. Yes, then, probably now that our family has cleaned up, I'll probably go to the bran company now to see so my brothers can move the bran and clean up the shop. David, having ensured his family's immediate safety, was now shifting his focus back to his entrepreneurial duties, coordinating the recovery efforts of his business. Oh, then I'll go see how much work the company is doing. How much are you at home? Mom will pick you up, okay? Then I'll go. I'll call and tell Trang how the spa is. David's phone rang again, a constant lifeline in the dislocated world. Hello, I'm listening. Right now, has the water receded yet? Yes, the water hasn't reached my place, that's good. I haven't moved my stuff back yet. In a day or two, I'll send the weather forecast. There's a storm, be careful. The news of another impending storm, Typhoon number 11, cast a fresh shadow of worry. It was a stark reminder of the region's vulnerability to extreme weather events, which climate change models predict will only increase in frequency and intensity. This constant threat highlights the precarious balance between livelihoods and nature's fury, pushing communities to adopt ever more resilient strategies. Yes, I understand. Has the water at your house receded yet, brother? David asked, extending his concern. It also receded from 4 to 5 a.m. this morning, so we have to clean the house from then. Yes, then brother, let me send my regards to your parents. Stay home and try to help your parents clean up so it can settle down soon, brother. You just helped your mother clean the house. Now you're saying go to the company to see how you guys are cleaning and also move the fish back so we can sell the goods. Yes, as for me down here, it's okay, brother, you don't have to worry about me. But I just talked to my mom and she said yes. Tell her to tell her mom and brother to wait until the flood is over. After this, I will also go and talk to my mother and brother like adults. Yes, let me tell my mother. Brother, just tell your parents to fix the flood. No need to go early. No need to rush. Tell mom so she won't be impatient. Yes, Okay, I'll go to the company first. David's conversation reflected his multitasking, managing his own recovery, checking on others, and keeping family plans on track. His ability to compartmentalize and prioritize, coupled with an empathetic approach, showcased his multifaceted leadership. Yes, I'll say goodbye to you. Bye, Mom. Mom, stay home. I'll go to the company. Yes, I'll go to work. Yes, I've been cleaning since morning, I'm tired. Mom, just rest. If there's anything, come back this afternoon. I'll help you finish cleaning. Be careful on the road, okay? Kyu-san's mother saw David off, offering comforting words and practical advice. As he prepared to leave, David's thoughts immediately returned to Kyu-san and Ivy. Kyu-san, are you coming? I'm afraid that the two of you won't be able to go shopping, so I bought some cakes and some milk for Ivy. His tender thoughtfulness was a stark contrast to the rough exterior required for leading a business through a crisis. When he arrived, Ivy ran to him, eager for a treat. Ivy, drink some milk. I'll get you some milk. Yes, I'll go, please. I'll go, please. Do you like to drink milk? David's interaction with Ivy was a moment of pure, unadulterated joy. Kyu-san greeted him, a hint of surprise in her voice. I thought you were busy until this morning when the electricity came back? David shook his head. I just left it home, and it hasn't come back yet. Yes, it just came back. Last night the electricity was out all night. And I fanned Ivy, and I couldn't sleep. So I woke up late this morning, but the sun is really strong today. Remember, the sun is really strong today, so the water must have receded a lot. The return of electricity, though delayed, was a small but significant victory, symbolizing a slow return to normalcy, to a world reconnected. I'm glad that your work didn't affect anything, Kyu-san said, relieved to hear good news amidst so much worry. The animal feed store was able to evacuate in time. As for the woodworking machinery, they're all on high ground. So the water didn't reach me. David's foresight and quick action had saved his businesses from ruin, a testament to his practical intelligence. Yes, Ivy stayed at home, so I couldn't go out and see what was going on. I was anxious when I saw the teacher announce that many places were flooded, so since school was closed, I thought it must be widespread flooding. Luckily, this house is also on high ground. This place will never flood here. This morning, my brother and I went to eat eggs. Kyu-san expressed her anxieties, yet found comfort in their secure home and the simple pleasures of breakfast together. Yes, yesterday we couldn't go to the market to buy things, so the two of us made noodles for breakfast. Today we ate boiled eggs. Luckily, there were chickens, so they laid a lot of eggs. Their self-sufficiency in food was a lifesaver. David shared his plans. Do we have to go to the company to see if they had any? When I went out and saw people saying they were going to withdraw, I went out to see if they had withdrawn to our store yet. If they had withdrawn, let everyone clean up and see how to move the brand in the afternoon. His mind was already on logistics, coordinating the recovery. When the water receded, I moved my mother's rice and soybeans down to my uncle's goods. I saw that there was probably a lot of rice, but that rice is also very moldy. I still moved it all up high. The challenges were outgoing, even saved goods could be damaged, highlighting the persistent battle against the elements. I saw that for the past few days, I was